Hello everybody and welcome back to Football Manager Experiments. We are here for part 4 of our World Class Youth Academy Challenge, where we've taken York City from the Vanarama North and given them superb youth facilities, exceptional academy coaching and exceptional youth recruitment to see if we can help power them up to the Premier Division. And we are now in May of 2036, and as you can see here, the stagnation unfortunately continues. So the last time we left off, we had just secured promotion to the Championship after finishing second in Sky Bet League One, but that was followed by a very, very disappointing 23rd place finish in the Sky Bet Championship before a fourth, sixth, so 2 playoff defeats, another fourth, and then finishing 8th this year. So let's go in and have a quick look at the schedule. We'll initially go back here to the Championship season and have a look at just how bad it was. Carabao Cup third round. The start wasn't great if we ignore the 2 Carabao Cup victories. Few victories here, but look at this run of defeats here in the back end of the year. FA Cup third round defeat, only a couple of bits of green, a few draws towards the end, and ultimately that was not enough to keep York in the division there. Looking then ahead to the next season and back in Sky Bet League One, back to the leasing.com trophy, that really is a kick in the teeth. Seemed to have a pretty good run of things. They got through to the FA Cup fifth round actually, before losing at home to Crystal Palace 2-0. Did they make it into the leasing.com trophy final? Yes, they did, and they lost, unfortunately, to Plymouth 2-1 in that final, before returning to Wembley a couple of months later, being beaten by Southend in extra time of the playoffs. 114th minute goal from Tom O'Neill, enough to keep York in League One for another season. The next year after that, so this is a 2033-34 season, FA Cup first round defeat by Preston, out in the group stages so they could focus on the league. Looks like a pretty good end to the season, but beaten in the playoffs by Wigan, losing 2-1 away from home after taking the lead. A couple of late goals there by Wigan, again condemning York to another year of League One football. And then this season here, the 2035 season, FA Cup third round defeat by Swansea, leasing.com trophy final again, losing this time to Chelsea under 23s. They can't get a break anywhere here at the moment, York City. Really, really unfortunate stuff going on. And then back to Wembley a short while later to be beaten by Southend on penalties. Southend with 10 men for a good portion there of extra time. But York clearly didn't bring their shooting boots, losing the penalty shootout 4-1 there. That is a comprehensive defeat after missing their first 2 penalties. And then last season, or the season that's just finished here, Carabao Cup second round, FA Cup, they made it into the third round before being beaten at home by Leicester. A couple of late goals there by Barry Cotter. Pretty good league run, but just not enough to get into the playoffs. Let's have a look at the league table very quickly. If we just go to stages here. Yeah, missing out on goal difference by 2 goals. Can you believe it? What an end to the season that must have been. And of course, York lost their last game of the season away to Grimsby. That they're sealing their fate. Just a point would have been enough for another shot at promotion success in the playoffs. Anyway, let's have a look how the transfer history is doing. Wow, lots and lots of yellow here in that last season. 12.25 million in transfer fees here. Let's have a look at the standout sales. So Tony Kenner here, 18-year-old Irish striker, sold to Fulham for 6 million. Played a few times for them in League One. Let's see how good this player is. 149 potential ability. That is very solid indeed. There, a couple of other 2.7 million here for Martin Creaney. He did not come through the academy, and I'm not sure about the other guys. Well, Jamie Hedge, let's just have a look at him here. No, he was purchased for 650k, so maybe the transfer policy working a little bit better here. Let's just have a look at Jack Burns. He'll be the last one we look at because he does look like he came through the academy, moves across to a fellow League One club. Let's just see. I don't think he's going to be too impressive in terms of his potential. 117, so that's decent. Good transfer income there for York, without a doubt. So let's go back a couple of years, actually. Let's have a look. Where did we leave off last time? This is a season, I believe, they got promoted. Yeah, we were looking at these guys last time. And so let's see who they brought in then. They got into the championship. Didn't bring in too many players in the summer. Aaron Moore from South Shields, a non-league signing, was the biggest. Was this the season where they came in? No, maybe not. Let's go back again. No, it would be this season here, I think, where they got promoted. Yeah, we skipped ahead a couple. So this would have been the championship season. So they were actually quite busy. That's Aaron Dewick here, coming in from Boston. York, 2.4 million before selling him for 550k. So a significant loss there after a couple of years. Didn't quite do it as well in the championship, unfortunately. So he was the biggest money signing there. A few other guys came in January. Odin Bailey, who is now an assistant manager. Let's have a look at his career stats. So right at the back end of his career, 2.6 million for 4 appearances. No wonder we have questions around the transfer policy here of the AI. And then John Shirley, another big signing, came in 1.7, only played 15 games for a 6.81. So what it really looks like here, guys, is the transfer policy let down York City in their championship season. So another guy that came in for 2.2 million, played 21 games and then sold for 450k. So that is incredibly disappointing in that season. Biggest outgoing so far by a long way. A few other players have come and gone. We won't look at those in too much detail. Few of the names being moved on, as we can see here. Relatively quiet window here. Let's have a look at this guy that's gone on to Newcastle. Always good to see players going on to bigger teams. He's a goalkeeper. 1 appearance and 1 clean sheet in the Premier League. We'll certainly take that. Potential ability of 139. So decent. Let's just have a quick check in then, guys, of the originals, shall we call them. Goodwin Aseni. He is now playing his trade out in Turkey with Galatasaray. Age 32 now, still no England caps. Moved there after his long stint at Wolves. He's been in Turkey for a few years. Let's see if he's won anything. This is what we're interested in as well. He has won the French Cup with Olympique Marseille, and that's about it. We won't really say too much more about his trophy cabinet. Sean Stead, the England defensive midfielder, is now at Chelsea. 81 England caps. It looks like he's playing very regularly indeed. He spent a few years in Germany with Bayern Munich. Very good performances. The last couple of years were outstanding, and then he's really been lighting things up for Chelsea the last couple of years as well. So his milestones, what has he won? He's won the DFB Pokal, the cup in Germany. I mean, imagine going to Bayern Munich, spending a good few seasons there, 4 years there, and not winning the league or any bigger honours. A couple of English FA Cups and 1 English Community Shield in his trophy cabinet. So relatively successful, but I'm sure a player of his calibre would have been hoping for a little bit more. All right, let's have a quick look at, actually, we didn't check the managers out. So last time, I believe Matt Sadler had just taken over. He or was in charge for a few years. He continued for a few more years. He was in charge during that fateful championship season where they finished 23rd before spending a little bit longer with York before being sacked. And then since then, Nathan Baker has come in and been sacked. So it looks like at the moment, York City are managerless. They're probably just weighing things up, working out what they are going to do for the season ahead. So we will have to see who takes charge. So let's just have a look at the current squad. Pretty significant squad numbers as ever here. Quite a few young players, actually. I think a number of these could have come through the academy. So let's have a look at Kyle Silver here. Yep, he is certainly one of our youth recruits. He is currently wanted by Chester. So, I'm not sure why Chester are interested in him, but he's been playing relatively well. We've also got Deshaun Ingram here. He has played 31 times last season after a brief loan spell. Let's just have a look at his stats and abilities. Potential 134, so that's decent. We'll see how he progresses. Mark Wilson, who is currently wanted by Fulham, Sheffield United and Southampton. So he's probably got something. He's been playing in central midfield, 1 goal and 6 assists from his 31 appearances. Let's have a look at his PA, a 141, which again is very respectable. Capped at the under-19 level, just 18 years old and a regular in the team, so that's great to see. Kieran Lakeland, he came in from Everton for £500,000. And I think that's basically going to be all of those in the first team. There's a number of youngsters on the bench, which is always good to see as well. And let's just have a look at the current under-18 squad as well, see if anyone stands out in terms of their stats. So we've got Roger Senior here, hasn't made any appearances so far in the first team, and PA of only 105, which isn't great. Let's just have a quick look then at this 16-year-old Diego Cobos, young English central attacking midfielder. No appearances, only just came into the academy. PA of 163, which is very good, so we'll have to keep our eye on him as well. He probably looks like sort of the standout player on this. Let's just have a quick look at Goodwin here and see how he looks. PA 142. So yeah, there's still a few talented players hanging around there in the under-18s. Let's also have a quick look at the club details, see how things are progressing. So Reputation continues to climb, not quite as quick as we've seen before, 4972. Club attendance, 12,862, and then maximum 17,250. Finances, very healthy, if I'm doing my math right. Or maybe not very healthy. Is that 2 million? I think it's 298. Yeah, I think that's only a couple of million in the bank. And then a transfer budget of 5 million. I could be getting this wrong, guys. Do not trust me on that. It's very difficult to see on this screen. But I believe that's only a couple of million in the bank. So the money has gone down. There's no sugar daddy anymore, which is potentially going to impact things for York as they move forward. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they're going to have to sell quite a few players. Good job. They do have that incredible youth academy churning out talent. We'll just have a look at some of the stats. Stadium's still the same. Youth facilities have decreased to 19. Training facilities have gone down. But junior coaching, youth recruitment and corporate facilities all remain the same on 12. So there we have it, right? We're starting to reach almost our peak here, unfortunately, especially now that the sugar daddy has gone. But again, what we will do, we'll end part 4 here. And in part 5, we will skip ahead another 5 years to the end of the 2031 season. And we will come back and see if York have been able to establish themselves as a championship side. Part 5 may be the last part in this series, depending upon how they are getting on. But if not, maybe we go forward another few years and see if they can reach the promised land of the Premier Division. But as ever, guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care and see you soon. Thanks for watching this episode of Football Manager Experiments. If you like the video, please do hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you do not miss any uploads. If you have any suggestions for future videos or comments on this video, please do let me know in the comments section below. And please do follow me on my socials, which are on the screen right now. Thanks everybody, and see you in the next video.